back on the wolf pack. Don't turn your back on the wolf pack. Don't turn your back on the wolf pack. Don't turn your back on the wolf pack. You might wind up in a body bag.
EA to pick up from last night. I saw my buddy Hoop Mac Jones. No, I have still not found any weed. I'm still in a drought.
No weed yet?
No, I'm still in a drought.
Why not?
No weed yet.
You know,
I don't know, man. I don't know what's going on. But I will tell you,
there's no way you cannot find weed in the state of Texas. Okay.
Well, I tell you what,
everywhere.
I have calmed down since last night. Big
you were
time.
a little too upset.
Yeah, I was like Jerry Jones with the Cowboys. I was embarrassed last night by what was put out there on the basketball court. I was just like Jerry Jones, you know. It's kind of like my head coach told me. Well, it was the offensive line is the why we couldn't run the football. I got upset like that, like Jerry Jones did with that response.
Okay, well, yeah, but I'll give you a little solace. They are the number one seed for a reason. They're one of the best defensive teams in the league, and you saw that coming. And so you had one bad game.
No, I didn't see that coming last night because, as I was telling, actually, it's you probably don't know this player because you don't watch basketball like that. There's a gentleman who used to play in the NBA named AC Law. I cut his father's hair at the shop. He comes in there and gets his hair cut by me. Mm-hmm. And I told him, I said, you know what, Mr. Law? We had everything lined up. We had everything ready to go. We had everything. Or Jason Kidd had the perfect game plan for last night, okay? We were following it to a T in the first quarter. Everything was going fine in the first quarter. Then we come in the second quarter. We sit Luka down. And I mean, the Mavs were balling. I mean, I felt this thing was. I thought the Mavs had this. I was like, oh yeah, the ball was moving, and Davis the Menace, as we like to call him, hashtag Davis the Menace, was knocking down those threes. Jalen Brunson was going to bed. Then we hit a little floater, and I was like, oh man, this is good. We were running away from Phoenix, and then it happened. My worst nightmare.
What's that?
We put Luka Doncic in the game, and I don't know what Luka was doing on the bench or whatever. I don't know if he saw that and was like, "Oh, I got to come out here and get my shots up. I got to get me some. I got to get some of this. I got to get some of this right here." And for 5 straight plays, this guy came out here and took 4 of the worst shots I ever seen in my life, dribbled, and then Phoenix Suns took the lead. And the rest was history. They never saw the lead again.
Can I tell you something else? And Brian just commented. He goes, Luka's mind was somewhere else last night.
Thank you, Brian. Wasn't in the game last night. Tell you that.
And I'll give you that. But I will say this: you are painting some revisionist history there, my friend, because to paint Luka's downfall as a little more than it was, because you just described something that actually didn't happen. The downfall happened when Luka went down. You keep saying, "Oh, the ball moving." It wasn't until mid-second quarter that we started to see the downward spiral. And yeah, the ball movement did go down with Luka's shot selection. I'm not going to argue with you there, but no. But I saw what you did there. You said, "Oh, as soon as Luka went out, the ball." No, because there were plenty of times, in this game when Luka was not in the game and the ball movement was not anywhere close to Chris.
Okay. First off, the first quarter, the Mavericks
and Luka was part of the first quarter, and he was on 17. He was responsible 17 of their points, 17 assists.
In the first quarter, we were following the game plan from games 3, 4, and 5. That's what we've been doing. Yeah. I'm sorry, not 3, 4, 5. In games
3 and 4.
Game 3 and 4. We were following. Everything was good. Yeah, we were living good. I came out. Phoenix didn't know what to do. They couldn't stop the Mavericks. And Lucas, I know you saw my tweet.
I did.
Right before the second quarter, I said, man, the Mavs need to go with that Utah Jazz lineup right now. That'd be real good right now. And what did Jason Kidd do? Because Jason Kidd thinks like I think. We are one and the two. We are one and the same.
I don't know because he didn't really do anything.
Jerry.
He stopped listening. He stopped thinking about you. Because in the second half, he just is like whatever.
No, so then Jason Kidd puts that lineup out there, and I'm telling you, boy, these Mavericks, they were looking real good. Oh, I loved it. I loved it. Everything was good. And then, before he came in, I said, now this thing is so good. All we gotta do is get Luka back in here, bring this thing home. And Luka came on the court and just went, I'm finna get mine. I saw some step back. He did when he came on the court, he did the one thing where he went under the basket and did that, and he made the little shot or whatever. Which all right, whatever. Then he comes back, gets the ball. Wow. You know what happened. Hashtag step back jack. Brick. Comes back. Oh, wow. Hashtag step back jack. So now Phoenix is sitting over looking like, oh, well, shit, they're going to give us the game. Let's just go and take it. Phoenix got hot. And they got on the Mavericks' ass real quick when they did that.
So can I ask you a question? So I will admit that the game plan, and I would say this, that plays into Phoenix's plan. They said, okay, well, Luka, if you want to shoot, we'll live with Luka shooting threes.
Yeah, go ahead, Luka.
Because they say in their head, they're like, well, even if he makes them, he's not going to be able to overcome it just by himself.
Right.
And he needs the rest of his teammates to beat us. So I get that portion, but why are we not looking at the other end of the floor when Devin Booker was literally unstoppable the entire game defensively? The whole thing about the Mavericks defense comes first. That was Jason Kidd's biggest selling point throughout the entire regular season. The offense will take care of itself. We need to focus on defense. And I'm sorry, but even when you had your little Utah Jazz moment, in that second quarter, I saw it coming. On the defensive end, we were terrible. Devin Flopper, yeah.
I can tell you what happened, EA. What happened was the Mavericks got punched in the mouth is what happened. And when they did that, they got nervous. I saw that look in their eye. They all got nervous like, oh, shit, what happened? And then Luka decided, don't worry about it, guys. Luka said, you know what, don't worry about it, guys. I got it. I'll shoot us back into it. And he couldn't shoot us back into it. And Phoenix said, Well, let's just go and step on the ant bed and let all the ants run out.
Right.
Let's get DeAndre Ayton the ball. Let's let Mikal Bridges get the ball. Let's let everybody. Chris Paul comes and hits a little elbow jumper.
You know where the game was lost, and I said this is done. Where it was a sequence. I can't remember if it was in the second or third quarter, but it was a sequence where Phoenix missed 3 consecutive threes. But guess what? Maxi Kleber kept batting it right back to the Phoenix. And I'm like, what are you doing? Don't go for the rebound if you can't get the rebound. Like, it's even worse when they're trying to fight for the rebound and they can't secure it. And that's when I knew this game was lost, because even though Phoenix didn't make those shots, they were gifted too many opportunities. And that was where I think we were lost. Not because of the offensive game plan, because it didn't really matter. Because if you couldn't stop Devin Booker from walking straight to the freaking basket, then there was no point. Chris Paul didn't have to do anything. Jay Crowder didn't have to do anything.
At that point, as what's the name say, the house was on fire. You just had to get the women and children out at that point.
Oh my God, no, it was done. I will say this though. I will agree though. Luka Doncic, for all intents and purposes, I think somebody needs, and I think Dirk or Holger or one of these guys that actually know something to get in there, or maybe Kidd, his head coach that you praise so much. Somebody, the point was that Jason Kidd was going to be the guy to get to Luka, right? And we got to convince him that, listen. I'm sorry. I just heard the music. I never mind. Yeah. I'm going to stop. I'm going to stop.
Yeah, I want you to just keep it down real quick, Jabroni, because I need to do this introduction real quick. Because joining us right now, I'm going to say speeding down 635 right now. I'm going to take a guess at that. He's on 635 right now. Joining us from the car, from the highway, is at Tovas10 on Twitter. Oh, I see wings. Dude? I see Dallas wings on. Are you on your way to a wings? No, I see Boomer Jacks in the back. I see Boomer Jacks in the back. Never mind. I see Boomer Jacks in the back. Never mind. So it looks like he was coming off of 30.
Yeah, no. So I'm just now leaving that place. But well, first of all, how we doing, guys?
Not good,
Voch, you got to do it right. You got to do it right.
How we doing, guys?
Yeah.
We're good. We played a basketball game yesterday. It was a game.
Nobody was a leader of men last night. We didn't have any leader of men last night on the court.
So
Hey,
today
Boss.
a hockey game will be played tonight, and
Yes, it will be.
both teams will skate around in hopes to find a goal. Two basketball teams played last night. One team won, and so here we go tomorrow as well.
Hey, Vosh, what happened to we have them right where we want them?
We did have them right where we wanted them.
That was Vosh's tweet at halftime.
He's right though. We did have them right where we wanted them.
Not at that point. We were pretty down at that point.
So at that very moment that I tweeted about, the Mavericks smell blood, they were playing like a team that did.
Thank you.
In the first quarter.
Let's not forget that the Mavericks were up 37-30 before the Suns went on the run. So I thought that the Mavericks were.
Hold on, Vosh. Let me stop you. They were up 37-30 before Luka came back on the court and they got on the run.
Oh, I got your agenda now.
No. He and Billy have been doing this all.
No. I don't know what Billy's trying to do. I don't know what Billy's doing. He's on some whole other tangent. I'm not on that what he's on. I'm saying
real quick. Shout out to Outlaw. I see you on here, boy. What's up? But go ahead.
My thing is that with Luka, your superstar didn't put you in a position to win last night. That's my whole thing with Luka.
Really?
Yeah, he didn't put you in a position to win last night.
Go ahead, go get him.
He shot you out of a position to win.
I don't know. I thought that he did. I thought that whenever you have a top 5 player in the league, a top 5 player in the league must do just what he did last night.
What did he do?
He kept it. Okay, so the third quarter is an aberration. Okay. So basically,
oh no! At that point in the third quarter, the house was on fire. You just had to get the women and children out at that point.
Right. So let's understand that the third quarter, we may not see that ever again in Mavericks land while Luka's a Dallas Maverick. Like that third quarter was a nightmare, and I don't think that they will ever give you that again. I hope that they don't, especially series.
Oh, they got him.
But let's not forget that the Suns are still the Suns. The Suns are still good. So yeah, it was ugly though. It was really ugly, and Luka really didn't help you. He didn't hurt you at the same time.
He did.
No, I think that's the thing. Well, and this is where I disagree. I don't think he hurt you in any sense of the possibility. The reason why we're going after Luka is because he is your star player, and you get mad because he does step back jack and all that. You and this other guy on Twitter, Abe Hernandez, who's had a Luka agenda since day one on Twitter. I'm telling you right now. I love him to death. He's a good guy, but man, these Luka agenda people.
Yeah, but I don't have a Luka agenda.
I know you don't. I know you don't. But I'm looking at the game. I watched the game, and you keep bringing up this thing where when Luka came in, it all went downhill, and that's not true. Because even when they had their Utah Jazz lineup that you wanted, that point in the second quarter, Phoenix was making runs. I don't know if people saw that. The only time that the Mavericks were actually in this game or in control of this game was in the first quarter, especially when Luka Doncic was in there at the beginning. Again,
what was Luka doing though at that point?
I understand. Right.
What was he doing?
Agree. I totally agree. He was getting his teammates involved. But Walt, when your teammates don't make shit, then eventually you're going to get to the point where I got to do it myself.
How were they not making shit? And
Did you see what Spencer did when he was doing?
Spencer did with who? I'm not even. There are other players on the team.
Okay, Dwight Powell, Maxi Kleber.
Oh my God!
Dorian Finney-Smith didn't make much in the first half either.
That's because you stopped getting the basketball from your boy.
My boy was I watched 3 or 4 times. Dorian Finney-Smith, it would clank on the rim. Hey,
Finney-Smith had 8 points. Luka had 28 points and 2 assists.
He had 2 assists.
He had 2 assists. You want to argue? Look up the numbers.
I did. He did not have 2 assists the whole night.
Yeah, 2 assists the whole night.
Yeah. Your guy wanted to defend. He only had 2 assists.
I gotta see that for myself because I swear when I was reading.
I'm telling you, and he's telling you, so nobody's making it up. He had 2 assists.
Yeah, he had 2 assists. But here's the thing,
but he was involved on 17. He was involved on 17 plays that Luka was directly responsible for.
How many turnovers did the team have? How many turnovers? Don't worry about it. I'll pull it up. Go ahead, Bosh.
Well, I mean, let's not forget, okay? Well, like when you're watching Luka, we've watched Luka's game, pretty much as Maverick fans, and we watch how he gets his guys involved. Bro, his game is pretty much the same carbon copy of LeBron James when it comes to how he manages the floor, right? So Luka plays the same game LeBron does when he manages the floor. I mean, he was doing the same thing last night, and what I saw was a lot of missed shot by the Mavs. And then Luka also sees that when you're a floor general and when you're a captain of a team, and when your basketball IQ is usually higher than everybody else's, like your mind goes, man, who can I trust? Who can I trust to make this shot? Who can I trust to make an open three? Last night he couldn't trust anybody to make an open three. He relied on Jalen. Like sometimes he'll bring the ball up and he'll just give it up to Jalen and let him work, which is also why he had 2 assists, because sometimes, like if you take more than 2 dribbles and make a shot, then you don't get the assist. Well, Jalen was taking people off the dribble just like Luka does. And then people also kill Spencer Dinwiddie for not contributing. His game is the same way. They must have the basketball in their hands. So you pretty much got three ball dominant dudes. You got Luka, Jalen, and Spencer. And then you got the other dudes. You got 44 Bertans. You got 25. You got Maxi Kleber. And then you got another shooter. You got Jalen off the bench or whoever else you got off the bench. And like these dudes are just shooters. Dinwiddie's not a catch and shoot shooter. That's not his game. Exactly. So he's gonna fail in this series.
Right.
But what I'm saying is Luka, quote unquote, did not have the help from the straight pure snipers. Okay, those are your bench players.
Right.
If you don't have
Reggie Bullock had zero points last night. He played 35 minutes, played 0 points. He gotta be ashamed of himself.
That's what I'm saying. You got to get the help from the snipers. It's not from the ball dominant dudes always. And Jason Kidd basically broke that down. Whenever he makes the substitutions, he's broken that down. He got the ball dominant dudes and he got the shooters. And the shooters really didn't give you anything.
No, they didn't. And if you look at it on turnover-wise, Luka Doncic had 4, but guess who else had 4? Jalen Brunson. Guess who's the next highest turnover rate was by Spencer Dinwiddie at 3. Maxi Kleber had 2.
No, Trey Burke.
I'm
sorry. You're right. It was Dinwiddie.
Yeah, and then and Dorian Finney-Smith had 2. So, I mean, we blame Luka. There was a whole sequence in the third quarter where everyone's like, Luka did this.
No. I blame Luka for us losing the lead.
Listen, there's no doubt that Luka played terribly in that game. I'm not trying to sit here and say, God, Luka's the greatest thing ever. I really don't want to do that. My problem is, again, not you.
I'm not going to lie. Don't worry. I won't allow you to do that tonight. Don't worry about it.
Thank you. No, my thing is with people like Billy, because there are fans like Billy who are out there and all of a sudden saying, "Oh, he's a front runner" and blah blah blah. And I'm like, all of a sudden he's a front runner when he's pretty much taken over games 3 and 4 and helped us overcome. And I love Luka that he was willing to go do bully Luka going down to the paint. That's what I loved when he did in game 4. That was epic, and I wish we could do that more. I will also say this though. Give the Phoenix Suns credit. Talwash mentioned it. They're a great defensive team, and they also adjusted. Because if you notice, go watch the second quarter. They adjusted their defensive game plan, forcing Luka to go take more of those shots that he didn't want to take. He was trying to get people involved, trying to go inside, but they switched their men on him. So give Phoenix a lot of credit. Monty Williams is the reason why he's coach of the year. He knows matchups.
Did y'all notice?
I'm shocked. The Boston Celtics have pretty much blown a serious lead to the Milwaukee Bucks, and now Milwaukee's up by 1 point with 5.9 left in the fourth quarter.
Wow!
Yes, Boston has blown the lead. So they were killing Milwaukee.
Yeah.
I told you they're not. You said they were a team that could win. You jinxed them.
Hey. Boston Celtics, just like the Dallas Mavs, ought to be ashamed of themselves. They lost that game. They lose this game tonight.
I will say this though, going forward, and I don't know what Vosh, because Vosh is pretty optimistic about them in Game 6. Either way, I think the series is lost. I don't think they can win. I don't think this Mavericks team can win in Phoenix. And every time their shooting doesn't travel. That's the problem. That's the only.
Well, here's the problem. Here's the thing. I feel that the Mavericks were on their way to win that game yesterday. If we would have just stuck to the game plan.
I don't know. I think Phoenix was going to adjust either way, and I think we don't know how the Mavericks would adjust it. That's the thing. And again, I know you love them, but I really want to talk about Jason Kidd's coaching here because I don't see any kind of adjustments really or major adjustments.
Boy, you better stop.
No, come on. Stop. So wait a minute. Let me ask you. Hold on. Let me ask you.
Stop right now. Because Jason Kidd won you game 3 and 4 with his adjustments.
Okay, so you have to keep doing it. You can't just stop and be like, I made adjustments enough.
Yeah, what adjustment you gonna make when his player was out there just launching shots? Like you said, we said last night in the post game, we sell for jump shots.
Okay, can I ask you a question? Then why does Dwight Powell keep coming back in the series?
I don't know. We gotta talk. I gotta have a sit down with Coach Kidd about this because I got.
That's the thing I'm saying is that I'm looking at the rotations and I'm like, we know Dwight Powell's not working in the series at all. And yet he continues to start him. And then again, after he got killed in the first half, they said, you know what, let me bring him back for the third. And now, mind you, his minutes have been reduced as the games went down. They have been. But we need to get to the point where Dwight gets no minutes.
I think he throws him in there to try to get DeAndre Ayton in foul trouble, but it's not working. It's not.
Who else he gonna put in there? Who else do you want?
Marquise Chris. That's who I was trying to call for. Marquise Chris. Let's thug it up a little. Let's thug it up a little bit, Vosh. Let's muck it up.
Okay, so you want to thug it up and put pretty much your whole season on the line with a dude that hasn't even played 60 games?
Frank Ntilikina didn't play any games, and he came in to be a big piece the other night.
Yeah, but if you look at earlier in the series, he almost lost you game 3.
Who?
Like Frank did. He almost lost you game 3, but the Mavericks recovered in spite of him. So let me tell you something real quick.
But Coach Kidd, I'll tell you this: they put him aside and they said, "Hey, listen, Frank, we just need you to play defense, okay? When you get the ball, you don't shoot, okay? You get the ball back out, give it to Luka or somebody, but you don't shoot, okay? Don't do that. Just get to play defense. That's all it was. And they put him on the court, and they put him on the court to go super small to get DeAndre Ayton off the court. That's what the difference is.
Ayton is off the court because, for one, if he gets in foul trouble, then Kidd can take out Powell and then throw in the guy like that. So
right,
play up.
He wasn't in foul trouble in game 4 when they put him on the floor.
In game 3?
No, game 4.
Okay, so all right. So in game 4, pretty much like the whole Suns team was in foul trouble. Game 3, yeah. Okay, so game 3 more so. But game 4, don't forget that Chris Paul gave up in that game, right?
He did.
So, like, don't forget. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, the game plan still revolves around Luka and pieces around him that can one defend and 2 shoot the 3-point jumper. That's what Jason Kidd has pretty much done all season. Powell is almost like he's like a smoke screen.
The janitor.
You know what I'm saying?
He's like the janitor. We just send him out there.
You mean the custodian?
Custodian, whatever.
Yeah,
whatever.
So like he's still like but see, like here's the thing though. Did y'all not see how Luka would like jump in the air and have nobody to pass the ball to?
Yeah.
Except like
that's because he was making them in like the last second. Like, bro, come on, man.
No, I will say that. That's something that needs to change. And that's another thing. And there was 2 times. This is why I'm giving another criticism about the play calling or what's going on with the play calling out of breaks and out of timeouts and things, because we're getting really late into the shot clock. And then there was 3 times where they came out with the ball and then they had literally 4 seconds just to shoot it up and just airball it. And I don't know what was going on there. And there seems to be confusion on the offensive end on what to do.
That's not it. So let me squeeze out something real quick. Whenever a player does that, he has nowhere to go with the basketball. So his intentions were, I see this dude open, but now he's not opened anymore. So whenever Luka has to create, penetrate, make the other defenders commit to him. So like I heard our boy Jeff Skin Wade talking about this on the radio today. So when Luka attacks, Like it's hard to let Luka. It's hard to let Luka like operate just one-on-one with his guys. Each player by feel, okay? So understand what I'm saying. Each player by feel feels like they have to help. Playing help defense is like a reactionary thing in basketball. They always say help. Help. So like each player has to play help defense. And what they do is they leave their man. Luka knows this. That's Luka's game. Luka knows that everybody's going to leave their man at some point.
Right. That's how they won game. That's how they won game 4 though. Because if you watch when he would have Cam Johnson on him, if he would go to the left and come in, Devin Booker would collapse on him, and then Dorian Finney-Smith would be wide open in the corner for a 3.
Okay, so that's done by instinct. Luka is okay. So whenever you hear Luka Doncic is a generational player, that's what they're saying. Luka is so smart. He is so savvy at the game of basketball that he knows when dudes are gonna like pretty much collapse on him because he's so ball dominant and he's that good. See, the difference between Luka and James Harden is like James Harden will still try to bait the officials going to the free throw.
Talk about that guy.
Right. So Luka keeps the basketball. Luka wants to still like collect 10, 12, 15 assists a game. So he still wants to get other guys involved. It's not that he doesn't want to get you involved. He does. He wants to get you involved to where you're going to shoot an open three-pointer every single time. So by doing so, he's waiting to the last second to draw you in. Monty Williams recognized that, and Monty is going, well, stay home. Do not commit to Luka.
Do not come off of him.
Because he's going to leave his feet. The moment he leaves his feet, he's going to make a dumbass decision. And so that's what he was doing yesterday because he's just like, well, you know what? Let me go ahead and dump. Hopefully somebody will come at me and I can find Dorian in the corner. Or I can find, Brunson, on the wing or whatever. So like that's the chess match that Luka's playing Monty Williams. The Suns knew that. So with that being said, tomorrow may be a little bit different, and Luka just may keep the ball himself and go to the rack every single time.
Well, to the credit, I had a conversation with the Dallas Mavericks coach the other morning, and I asked him about him playing in the post, and he said we are calling plays for him to go in the post. He just doesn't want to play in the post, and he said, well, when you see him in the post, that's because we telling him, get your ass in the post and play. And
that's why you can't name the coach.
Yeah, I mean it ain't about that, but I'm just saying. I know. He's just saying we are telling him go play in the post because it makes it easier with you in the post. So that's what he's going to have to do next game.
You know what's funny because you look at it in the last 2 games, especially. The whole idea was a week out. Luka is afraid of going to the basket because one, especially late in games, free throw shooting is a liability for him. It's not his greatest strength, and so we think, well, that's why he prefers to be on the outside. But lately he's been making his free throws. He's gotten way better, especially in the series.
You want to know why he started taking step backs last night? Because they weren't letting
him that's what I said.
Get to his spots. They weren't letting him get to his spots.
That's what I said. I said that even last night. I said the Suns' defense was pretty much predicated that we're not going to let Luka go inside. We're not going to let them collapse. We're not going to do that, like Tovash just said. Monty Williams like, no, we're not going to let you beat us that way. We will let you go shoot the ball. We rather you shoot the ball than go get your teammates involved, which I think we're going to have to go back to the original game plan of this. Keep Luka off the ball, well, as you like to do, right? Keep him off, but put Jalen Brunson because that seems to be the only way. We got to get this offense moving again. The point is, I want to see the ball around the world. I want to go around the world. We got to play that.
What's funny?
Game 6.
That's exactly how the Phoenix Suns won Game 1. They did the same thing, Luka, in Game 1. They basically made him stay on the out. They wouldn't let him come in, and that's how they won Game 1.
And the only difference with Game 1 and Game 5 is that Luka made his shots in Game 1. He didn't make his shots in Game 5. That's why
he was knocking the step backs.
Right.
Step back jack down.
I think that's another thing with Luka is, again, Tovash equated to it. He is like LeBron James. LeBron, love him or hate him, but he does think he can make everything. He does think that, I can do this.
Well, that's because he can. He can.
Sometimes he can't.
Yeah, but he can. He can. If he wants, listen. Let me tell you something about my guy. If my guy wanted to score, if my guy wanted to put up 30, he can put up 30 easily.
Vosh is just drinking now because he's like, nope, I don't think so.
LeBron can put up 30 a night if he wants to.
He could.
I mean, who can't? Like anybody like if you're an NBA player, you put up 30 a night whenever you wanted to at a lower level. So you're still capable of putting up 30 a night if you get pretty much the ball in your hands or if you get shot attempts or whatever. Like that's not really an issue to score 30 a night in the NBA. It's not really hard to do that.
The hard part is trying to do the outside, the harder things like getting your teammates involved and trying to hold back as much as possible. You're trying to craft balance because you don't want to do too much like Luka does. Sometimes he does too much, and that's where you see the turnovers and the bad shot selections.
Yeah, I'll see you that, but then I'll raise you Jason Tatum and what they're going through in Boston. Like top 10 players who are not centers all have to understand that they got teammates, but only the true stand out. Kobe stood out because he was so aggressive with the basketball. Jordan stood out because he was so aggressive and a killer with the basketball. LeBron really doesn't stand out when it comes to that stuff because he still wants to get his teammates involved. Kobe and Jordan be like, hell, fuck them. If they don't come with me, if they don't come with me, they won't come with me. I'm still gonna go out here and be a killer. Luka Doncic is that type of dude. He's that type of player, and so he belongs on a team like the Mavericks. You would probably never see Luka Doncic on a team like Golden State because he must be ball dominant. So like Jordan got help from Pippen, right? Mm-hmm. Kobe barely had help. He never had a Durant. He never had a Curry or anything like that.
Are you talking about the Shaq left?
Well, exactly. So like Kobe and MJ will always be those killer type dudes. Even Dirk was the same way. And so Luka's also going to be that same way because of the style of play he does. He's a killer. He has killer instinct. So he must be that dude.
I don't know about that last comment. Lamar Odom played pretty good for Kobe.
Who was that?
Lamar Odom.
Lamb.
Look, so basically Dorian Finney-Smith?
Without the candy.
What about Pau Gasol?
So KP before.
Oh wow!
Do not insult Pau Gasol like that.
Wow! How disrespectful! Wow!
I'm gonna tell y'all, Pau Gasol wasn't that good, bro. I'm just letting y'all know.
Oh, neither was Dirk.
No, I will say this though. What? Neither was Dirk.
Come on, Vanessa. Oh, I think she means the whole killer thing.
No. Dirk was pretty killer. There were moments
not to later in his career.
Well, yeah, but Dirk
was a baller the first half of his career, but later in his career, that's when he became a killer.
No, and see, Dirk also needs the help, which is why he got in Jason Terry, Jason Kidd, Tyson Chandler, Marion, and that whole bench because he needed a lot of help. What Dirk needed was a team. Luka's gonna be that same way. I'm telling y'all. Watch what happens.
That's why I'm worried about this. That's why I said I don't. The series, I'm not too upset because coming into the series, I didn't think they were going to win either way. I thought it would go 7, but I thought the Suns were I thought the Suns were a better team. They're just a great team. They're one of the best defensive teams I've ever seen in the NBA. For a team that we talk about their offense prowess, their defense is just as good, and they can pretty much stop you on every. They've shut down all the top teams in the NBA all season long. So Paul, I love him or hate him, he's turned back the clock and he's playing at an elite level I've ever seen him before.
Is he?
No, he's not. No, he only gave you one game.
Maybe not the series. Maybe not the series, but what about last series against the Pelicans? He went 14-14 before.
It's the Pelicans.
The Mavericks.
He's still playing well.
Huh?
He's still playing at a top level.
What'd you say, Bosh?
Yeah.
The Mavericks ain't the Pelicans. Breaking news.
Right.
I'm sorry, but the way the Mavericks are playing, the way the teammates have been playing, I don't know. Spencer Dinwiddie.
Hold on. Why do you keep trying to downplay the teammates like the teammates?
Because they've been playing like a freaking G League team lately.
They just won 2 games against the Phoenix Suns. What are you doing right now?
I'm frustrated because of Game 5. Okay, I'm still frustrated.
Okay.
I'm gonna say because if it wasn't for Fitty Swish,
I'm sorry.
Maxey,
You know what happened last night when Spencer Dinwiddie had an open lane to the basket and he went and just muffled it.
Okay,
and
so
I wanted to throw my laptop at
EA. I'm the same way. I be at the AAC like, why won't he attack the basket? I think first of all, I think Coach Kidd is telling him not to shoot. And number 2, I don't think he plays well with Luka on the floor.
Also, I don't think he's good at
Dorian?
attacking the basket.
No. Spencer Dinwiddie.
Again, he's a ball dominant player. That's what he is.
Right.
But why can't
He doesn't play with.
But what I'm trying to say is that he can't. But his shooting is just atrocious. Both series, he was playing well with Luka during the regular season. All of a sudden, we get in the playoffs, and he just doesn't know how to play basketball anymore.
Because remember, we tell you the game slows down the playoffs.
It does, but it didn't know it can affect him that much.
So it's not only that though. It's more so like you just said, EA. The Suns can defend. Bridges. Okay, so have you noticed that most Luka turnovers have been by the
Mikal Bridges?
Yeah.
I told you all a while back, but Mikal Bridges gives him problems because he's so long.
His arms are like trees, bro.
Yeah.
And so basically Luka's not used to seeing that, right? With that being said, he has to understand that he has to play either away from Bridges or not have him guard him at all. So Bridges has to be off the court. Whenever the Suns double team Luka, Bridges is always coming at him every single time. So Bridges and Chris Paul. So like Chris Paul needs help. EA, you said that Chris Paul, he terminated the clock, he's hooping, he's doing all this stuff. Bro, in this series, the Mavericks are headhunting for Chris Paul.
Right. They have shut him down.
And then they've already said their plan was to not slow down Chris Paul game by game, but just throughout the entire series, just get him to wear down by the end. And that's one thing about Chris Paul that we'll say this, that he plays great every other game. If you notice that, it's one game he's Chris Paul all over again. CP3. The next game he's old. It's because he can't do it back-to-back games. So that's one thing against him. And the only unfortunate part is that on the games that he's on, the Mavericks don't really have answers.
He only played one good game in this series.
He really has.
He's not. All the rest of the games have been terrible.
He played good in Phoenix in games 1 and 2. He played really
good. He wasn't that good until he was good in game 1, but game 2 he wasn't all that. It wasn't him.
I think the only game I can say that he was I will say game 4 he checked out. That was more of a checked out game. I don't think he was just playing.
He quit.
He quit.
They put some defense on. They got him in foul trouble.
Listen. So expect to see the same Chris Paul tomorrow because these every other day and then travel type issues, like his body can't just like adjust to that. The Mavericks are going to throw somebody like somebody faster than him, stronger than him. Jalen Brunson can do the same thing Chris Paul's doing. I actually tweeted that yesterday that Brunson is just as crafty as Chris Paul is on offense.
That's who's sticking Chris Paul now. That's who Chris Paul's sticking now. Hey guys, that's his assignment.
More importantly, what's up with Vanessa's librarian look right here? I'm liking it. I'm liking this librarian look.
Get out of there, bro.
Get out of there, yeah.
Get out of there.
You know what?
Look like that.
I'm telling you, frames, like librarian and the frames is a whole category.
It is.
So yeah.
Good job, Vanessa. Shout out to Vanessa there. All right, guys. So what are we going to do for what's the game plan for game 6? Are we bringing Tucker back to help out? Is he coming in?
Ooh.
the little boy from the stands.
So
I don't play with that kind of stuff, man.
I did see that the dude in the stands is kind of related to one of a good sponsor of the Cowboys, and a Baylor alum, Mr. Dang it, I forgot his name. But
well,
the kid served at the AAC, at AT&T Stadium.
No,
but go ahead.
He didn't. The kid actually didn't do anything. What happened?
Tucker wasn't the one who did anything.
What he got happened is he invited 2, I guess, other people he didn't know down to the seats for the last 6 minutes.
Right.
They're the ones bothering the Paul family. The reason why he got kicked out was because
they were all in the group.
Yeah,
They
he
were all
let
in the group together.
he let them down there.
Yeah.
But Chris Paul pointed him out and said, I want to come after you. So that's why that kid got.
So Chris Paul was basically frustrated. He had just found out.
Right.
He didn't
Yeah.
give you shit. And now he wants to go out the fans and this, that, or the other. I'm sure that there was some heckling involved. I'm sure there was some knuckleheads involved. But I mean, hell, that's the road. Let's not forget that Utah is not a friendly environment. It's very hostile to play there. And like, I don't want to hear, playing in Dallas, the crowd is racist or they're this or they're that.
We have the softest crowd. Let's be honest. They're not going to do anything most of the time.
I mean, that
was rare. That was rare.
That group behind the Suns bench, soft. Trust me, they're soft. They're rich and they're soft. I don't want to hear. Oh, they treat my family disrespectfully. I don't want to hear that part. I get it. You were mad. So with that said, in Game 6 tomorrow, I'm sure there will be extra security right there for nothing.
I don't even think he's gonna bring the family to the game.
He probably that was Mother's Day. I think that was because it was Mother's Day.
It's still closeout though. It's still closeout though.
Yeah, if they are, they won't be on. If they are, they won't be on in the court area. They'll be up in the suite or something like that. They'll be in the back or something. They won't be out there.
Regardless of that, though, Tobias, let me ask you this because Walt, I already know. I have a feeling I know what Walt's answer is going to be. I want to hear your take. What can the Mavericks do if they're going to win Game 6 and get this back to Phoenix? What do they need to do? What is the game plan under Coach Vosh?
We saw it. Attack Chris Paul for one. That whole flop fest. I think that you're going to see a lot of no calls in this game tomorrow. Well, actually, for the next 2 games, you'll see a lot of no calls. So it's going to be a lot of Devin Booker complaining and bitching. So the game plan is tomorrow. If I'm Coach Kidd, I'm letting Devin Booker get his. I'm locking down everybody else because for one, this series wouldn't be 3-2 if it wasn't for Jay Crowder and his little shots that he makes. Jay Crowder's injured. We saw his right arm. We saw his right arm and right shoulder get injured in that. So hopefully, I mean, and I say it sincerely. Hopefully, Jay Crowder's still a little bit sore, and maybe you can go at Chris Paul, get him frustrated or whatever. And then, of course, on the offensive side, if Luka ain't cooking, everybody else needs to be. But you can't have
ball first.
But I think for some reason, Luka's going to take this personally and go at all their asses tomorrow. So expect a big point performance from Luka. But
are we having bully Luka? Is it bully Luka game or asshole Luka?
Luka's going to be a bully tomorrow. He's going to be an asshole to the Suns. But I think Luka's going to be a bully tomorrow because he wants to hear that crowd erupt, especially on big shots. So look for a whole bunch of step back shots.
Walt, you made him really sad. He's going to be depressed the entire time now. He does not like step back Jack. I don't
have a problem with step back Jack. We just don't need step back Jack right now. We need playoff.
No. You don't like that alter ego. You like Luka. You like asshole bully Luka. You like post Luka.
I love step back Jack. I love me some step back Jack. Only when it's time for it. We don't need step back Jack right now.
When is the time? Go find Luka. Tell him when it's time.
We need playoff in the post Luka right now. Whatever in the game plan was in Game 3 and 4, that's what they need to go back with to win this game tomorrow night.
I hope because I think the Suns are going to adjust to it. Vosh, I don't know if you got.
Hey, EA. Honestly, they didn't adjust to it. They didn't adjust to it last night because that's what they were doing at the beginning in the first quarter. They were running the same stuff they were running in Game 3 or 4. It's just that, like I said, when Luka came back out there after in the second quarter, after that, he started launching the shots. They were just like, they missed the shots. Let's go and get them.
I think the Mavericks win tomorrow night. I do. Just the way it is. This seems like it's going to inevitably. I don't know if the Suns can. I think the Mavericks are good enough to protect their home court. But I don't see this series going to the next round. I don't see this team getting past Game 7. The Phoenix is just too much to handle, especially in Phoenix. So we'll have our fingers crossed. Vosh, you're getting ready for another team in the playoffs. It's kind of cool that Dallas has two teams in the playoffs currently right now. This week has been very.
The Cowboys made the playoffs?
No,
no. Okay.
It's not the Rangers. It's
the
that team.
Wings. The Wings are playing. That's who's playing.
Well, they are playing, but not in the playoffs yet. It's that that hockey team. They're doing that hockey. Vosh, how excited are you with the Dallas Stars? I know it was kind of a bummer, yesterday, but or the other day, but you got Texas hockey coming up. The Dallas Stars against the Calgary Flames. It's tied 2-2, just like the Mavericks. What's going on?
It's kind
of down.
Mavericks are up 3-2 now. Down 3-2.
It's exciting because for one, everybody said that the Stars didn't belong. The reason why it's 2-2 is because in that last game here, Dallas was horrible at the penalty kill. Yeah. I think that Calgary was like very fast on the ice. They attack more so. In fact, whenever you shoot 54 times, 4 goals should go in. And then of course for the Stars, and I also got to talk to Jonathan Shippey after the game. Whenever you are out shooting your opponent by 20 shots or more, or doubling up your opponent in shot attempts on goal, then you should dominate the game. And that's exactly what Calgary did. If we go back and look at all season,
I'm glad Brian's here. This guy's our Stars aficionado right here.
That's right.
So he's talking about right now,
right?
And so that's a good sign by the Stars tonight. If they're doing just that, what he's saying, then that's a good thing by the Stars because now they're aggressive. Now they're rushing. They're rushing the cage. They're doing exactly what they need to do. Keep them in the penalty kill.
That was the thing. No, but that was the big problem in the last game was that even when they got in the power play, the Stars just couldn't capitalize.
Well, for one, there was too many turnovers in the zone. There were too many giveaways. I mean, I'm serious. Like whenever the AAC is booing you in the power play, it's a bad sign, man. I also think that the Stars were just I think they were tired. I really do. So we'll see tonight.
Well, I know you need to go and enjoy your Stars because that's your team. That's my team too. And I don't know about Walt. I don't know if Walt knows that there's a hockey team.
Excuse me, sir. I have a Stars polo. I don't know if you don't or not.
Everybody just turn to ESPN right now because that's where the game is.
It is. That's right. Go ESPN. Hopefully, when we all return, we will break down that Dallas Cowboys schedule that should be released tomorrow night. By the way, I just want to get you a quick reaction. Week 1, Jaguars.
That's not a real. I don't think that's real.
That's real. It's real.
0-1.
I don't think that's real. I don't think.
0-1.
Oh, you heard me. 0-1.
Trevor Lawrence ain't gonna beat us.
He gonna slaughter us, bro.
Mike Madonna was watching that game the other night and said, "Man, I won that Stanley Cup back in '99 just for y'all to go out here and lose to these."
Is that the only Stars player you know?
Huh?
Is that the only Stars player you know? Is Mike
yeah.
Madonna?
Jamie Benn.
There you go. Hey,
Walt. I'm telling y'all though, Walt. Next season, during the regular season, you must come to a Stars game.
You need to.
Like you must come to a Stars game because, for one, we need more chocolate in the AAC. Oh my gosh.
So let me tell you this, Bosh. I used to love going to Stars game when they were in Reunion Arena. I used to go to the Stars game all the time when they were in Reunion Arena. I loved Reunion Arena. That was my arena. I've been to a couple at the AAC, but I just loved it at Reunion Arena.
Bro, it's a blizzard in the AAC.
Oh, tell me about it. When they taking the court up and putting the rink down, it's already starting to be freezing cold in there already.
I think Towash meant it a different way.
Different way, Walt. Different way.
I'm sorry. Well, it's cold in there that way too. You mean
Snow J Simpson is in effect.
Are you skiing? Are you skiing?
So yeah.
Oh, man, come on, man.
I'm telling y'all right now, we need to make it chocolate. We need to make at least one game. We need to make it Chocolate City. I was one of 4 brothers in a whole building, yo.
Mind my ignorance because I'm Afghan, so I wouldn't know.
What was in a suite anyway, Bosh? What are you talking about?
What is What so are black people not in tune with hockey as much? Is that not in the culture?
Yeah, EA, ain't no bros out there on the ice, man. We ain't playing no hockey, man. We ain't no bros.
Well,
One or two black people win.
All I know is that Chris Rock joke when he said, if you made a heated hockey ring, LeBron would be there with one skate.
All you gotta do is heat it up, and we taking it over. but I mean, like, but seriously though, there's about almost at least 10 or 11 like brothers in hockey right now that are making big moves and big splashes, but we don't talk about that. And so, I mean, we need to make hockey more chocolate.
Is that your Trump platform, Matt? Or
make hockey more chocolate.
Oaxaca.
Chocolate.
Well, I'm glad we did this impromptu Mavericks / hockey / whatever we're talking about right now. Skiing, I think that's what we're talking about. But guys, hopefully we're going to be back next week. Well, in studio, I don't know if we'll see, but either way, I can't wait to discuss and get back, and hopefully the Mavericks will be in the Western Conference Finals when we return.
Don't hold your breath, pal.
You never know. Hey, quick thing. Do you guys agree, though, the winner of this series is going to the NBA Finals?
No.
You don't think so? I saw that on Twitter.
The team behind me is going to the finals.
Which team? I don't even know who's playing.
What are we looking at?
Hold on, I got you. But hopefully it's not on commercial. Golden State Warriors.
Oh, okay.
Oh, I'm sorry. I forgot. You have a crush on Klay Thompson.
Until what did I tell you? Until they get put out of playoffs, I'm gonna always believe they're going to the finals to win.
Well, I'm telling you right now,
they have never been put out.
Mavericks Suns are going to go to the finals. Either one of those two. They're going to go. They're going to
Mavericks,
jump.
if the Mavericks get past the Suns, they definitely ain't beating Golden State.
Wait, so that they get past the Suns, they can't beat the Warriors?
No,
they match up way better with the Warriors. They played well.
No, they don't. You keep talking about regular season when you didn't have all three of them dudes on the court.
Well, Klay's not.
Now they got all three of them.
Clay's not really on the court. He's kind of
okay. Keep thinking that. Keep thinking that. Who's guarding Draymond?
Nah, you're right. I got you.
Powell.
Oh God.
Cleveland.
Oh God. He gonna scare both of them.
Boban. We'll put Boban.
Draymond doesn't play inside. He plays on the perimeter.
You're right. No, you're right. I'm talking about, but who's the dog that's gonna go with him? Who's the dog that's playing with him?
I mean,
you gonna have to play some rough basketball to play with him. We ain't got, as Billy said, we got milk drinkers on this team. Only bull you got out there is Reggie Bullock.
And Billy is wrong. Just saying.
No, Finney Swish and Bullock are the goons on this team. Marquise Chris is a goon too.
And Bronson not a dog, huh?
No, I'm not talking about dog. I'm talking about goon. Somebody that's gonna throw hands.
Don't need that when you're getting buckets.
Hey, let EA tell her our guys suck.
They do.
Yeah, well, so they guys don't. Who shut down Jordan Poole over here on the Mavericks?
Yeah. You know what? I keep forgetting about
who they throwing on Jordan Poole?
Man, I wish that the Mavericks played Golden State just so they can show, like, that Golden State really isn't that team when it outside of like the whole Kevin Durant Golden State team. That was the last successful Golden State team. Wow. Since then, there's been a whole bunch of old men, a whole bunch of injuries.
I'll tell you this though, Vosh. I was watching them the other night, and they are lucky Ja Morant got hurt because they look old and slow now.
I'm trying to tell y'all, all you gotta do is get past Phoenix, bro, and we gonna see how fun it's gonna be. I'm telling you.
That's why I brought it up, because the people said that on Twitter. A lot of people believe that. They said the winner of this series is going to be the Western.
The only problem is that the Mavericks play slow, so it's not like the Mavericks are about to run them out the gym. The Mavericks aren't running them out the gym.
Playing slow may be to your advantage because you don't want them touching the ball too many times. So, I mean, that makes sense.
Hey, Vosh, they have Steph Curry. It doesn't matter.
Okay, I love how we're already thinking the Mavericks are going to get past the Suns. Let's get past Game 6 first.
Hey, EA, I don't know about you. We don't hate the Mavericks like you do. We think the Mavericks should still win this thing.
Excuse me.
Yeah.
Excuse me.
Yeah, we don't hate the Mavericks like you do.
Stop putting me out there like I'm some anti-Maverick guy.
You are. Did you hear what you just said?
I've been a Mavericks fan.
The series is over.
Technically, I've been a Mavericks fan longer than you, since you're technically not a Mavericks fan.
Hold on. So you keep talking about the Mavericks are going to lose, right? And then when they win, you want to come hop your ass back on the bed like, oh, look at that. We were going to the Western Conference Finals. I told you. I knew we were going to make it.
Listen, that's the fan in me. I have two sides to me, okay? I got a split personality. There's an analyst side, and there's their EA, the guy who thinks that the Cowboys are going to go 16-0. There's two sides of me.
Both sides, you need to be ashamed of themselves. Both sides.
You should be ashamed with the front running you do.
Before we wrap it up, though,
always wrap it up, Cleveland.
I've always stood on.
Shout out to
I've always stood on the I'm not afraid of Phoenix bandwagon and that whole thing, because I think that they actually are beatable, and despite being a team that's almost perfect and have everything going for you, I think that all you need is a superstar. All you need is a top 5 to top 7 player in the game. The Mavericks have that. Luka just has to figure it out tomorrow.
And I think he will. I think so. Bosh, you got him going. It's going to go to Game 7, right?
Sunday, yeah.
We'll see you Sunday. Okay, Walt, do you think it's going to Sunday?
Do I think it's going Sunday? Yes.
What is Young Jock? Is it going down as Young Jock?
It'd be fun.
You got impressed when I know that song.
I'll be in Vegas watching it, so we'll find out.
Whoa. Rewind.
You can't just throw that in there and say you're going to go to Vegas.
You can't just throw that in there and think we didn't. You're going to go where to watch this game?
I'm going to Vegas for the Lovers and Friends Festival on Saturday.
Little John.
That big contest? I mean, that big concert?
Yeah, the big festival with like Lil Jon and Usher.
Yeah, everybody's gonna be there.
Yeah, all those people. Yeah, from our 90s and childhood. Yeah, that festival is occurring this Saturday and Sunday, so I'll be out there enjoying it.
Didn't you just come back from Washington? Weren't we doing a post game show with you in Washington?
Yeah, that was last week. That's in the past.
Okay, well, I'm just saying. So at some point, can we get a post game with you in Vegas? If we make it to Game 7.
If we make it to Game 7, if I'm not at the actual festival and I have my voice, then yes, I'll jump on.
And just remember, if the Dallas Mavericks do beat the Phoenix Suns, I will be hitting the gritty live.
We gotta have that. We need that in studio. We need you in studio doing that.
No, I'm gonna do that live.
I'm tired of seeing that damn dance, bro.
Yeah, I'm gonna hit it. I've been practicing just about every morning to get it down.
How about this? If the Mavericks make the NBA Finals, I'll do it the gritty shirtless.
Ooh. You do the what?
I will do the gritty shirtless if the Mavericks make the NBA Finals.
That's what's up.
Damn, too bad we're not going to the finals.
Well, we'll see. You never know. All right, guys, where can we find you, Tovash?
At Tovash10 on Twitter, Tovash Hatcher on Instagram. Keep your alerts ready because I will be posting a lot this coming weekend. I'll be at the AAC tomorrow, so if you're out there, let's have some fun. And then maybe even Friday night if the Stars win tonight.
Ooh. Looks like I'll be at the AAC tomorrow night too.
Breaking news. You can have me find me on Twitter.
Whoa.
Freudian slip.
Whoa.
All right.
You can find me on Twitter at EA Sports CFW, and this weekend I'll be on the streets because I'll be at a wedding. So maybe somebody will have me.
Where's the wedding at? Yeah, where's the wedding at?
Downtown Dallas.
Oh, okay. You gonna be in the D?
Yeah, that's right. Adolphus, the Adolphus Hotel is.
Shit! That's what's up.
Fancy place.
Yeah.
So I'm getting my suit. I got my suit ready. All black. We're doing all black, everything.
Post pictures.
We will definitely. Pictures are coming. Walt, where can we find you?
At Frontrunner88 on Twitter. Walt Chisholm on Facebook. You can follow the show. It is Business on Twitter. It is Business DFW on Facebook, and of course for the gram, best.for.business DFW. And most importantly, EA, tell them to subscribe to where?
bFb DFW on YouTube. If you subscribe and like, maybe you can have me too.
Oh, wow. Boy, how could they turn that down?
I know.
This guy.
Yeah. Well, apparently me and Vosh should be in the AAC tomorrow. So until then, keep your feet on the ground. Keep reaching for the stars. Always do what's best for business. And if we don't see you around, then we will see you around.